Welcome to The Creative Missionary, the podcast for songwriters, vocalists, storytellers, and artists who believe their gifts are more than just self-expression. They're tools for God's mission. Welcome back to Vocals for Media Missions. I'm Pearl, and today we're tackling an important part of singing, breathing technique. Do you ever find yourself running out of breath when you sing? Or do you find yourself lacking the power to push out a note strong and loud at a higher pitch? Breath is the fuel for your voice. Without it, you sound collapsed. With it, you can sing with power, stability, and freedom. In this episode, we'll explain how breath support really works, and we'll guide you through a few simple exercises you can practice every day. Let's get started. When most people think about breathing, they think about their chest rising and falling. But for singers, the diaphragm, which is the dome-shaped muscle beneath your lung that controls airflow, needs to be used or exercised. Here's the key. Singing isn't about taking in the biggest breath possible. It's about controlling how you release that breath. Think of it like a balloon. If you let out the air all at once, it's gone in seconds. But if you pinch the opening, you can control the stream of air. That's what your diaphragm does for your voice. It's about how to distribute your breathing. When you sing with proper breath support and technique, your sound is steadier, your pitch is more accurate, and you can sustain notes without strain. Let's try some exercises together. Cynthia, please show us the first thing, which is diaphragm awareness.
Alrighty. Okay, so you want to put your hands on your tummy again.
Okay.
You want to inhale through your nose. And just like the first episode, you're going to notice that your tummy is expanding as you take a breath in. Mm-hmm. And then when you exhale, I'm going to use an S sound. And you're going to notice that your tummy is deflating as you do that. And so we're going to try that together and see how long we can do that for.
Okay. So that's the point of trying to get as much breath.
Yeah, so that
prolong
you can
that breath as possible.
Yeah,
right.
We're going to try to prolong the breath as long as possible.
And is the trick to sort of let out that as slow as I can?
Yes.
And not let it like all out?
Yeah, you don't want it all out like a balloon. Yeah, so you want to see how long you can sustain the breath for. Okay. And so, all right, let's do this together. So a deep breath in through your nose.
Next one, please show us breath control count. I guess that's similar. So, again, learning not to let the air out way too fast and learning to hold it in and to let it out slowly. So the breath control count with the 1, 2, 3.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to do that on an A vowel. It'll be a little bit different because we're opening our mouth, so the air is going to escape a lot faster. So if you have your timers out, just you can get your timer out and see how long it takes us, okay? So same thing, we're going to breathe through our nose, okay? So deep breath through the nose, and then exhale with an ah, okay? So 1, 2, 3, inhale. And then it's like, oh my goodness, I can't get the sound out. And it doesn't sound good anymore.
All right, so the next one is sustained note.
Okay. All right, so we are going to breathe in through our nose, and then we are going to sustain the note with an ah vowel, okay, and hold it as long as possible. So get your timers out. Okay, ready? Your stopwatch is out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, inhale through your nose. I'll just stop. But I still had more breath. I had more breath. Yeah, so there you go.
Wait, the first run was better. You guys just didn't see it. The first run was better.
I used to swim. I was a competitive swimmer before too.
Ooh, that helps. The next one, muscle tension awareness. So we just want to make sure that, this is not tight. So can you show us how this all works?
Yep. And so we have extrinsic muscles, especially in your throat area, like right here. If you don't want this to be tight as you're singing, and so I'm going to demonstrate. If you put your thumb underneath your jaw, you can like massage it and see if it's tight or not. And so if I'm hiking up, I'm gonna go like this so you can see my neck. If you're like sucking like this, and I'm really like short of breath, and like you just everything is tensed up, and it's like like I can feel that it's really tight here.
I could even see like
you can see these muscles working. They're like working. Versus it's loose. I'll do the same pitch. Like they're moving as I'm saying. But you don't see it like hike up and like this thing is not tight. So that's another check that you can do as you're singing.
Yeah. So this, you can feel, but then I think also as I'm looking at you, you can also check in the mirror yourself that if this is all tightening, your neck looks really tight. Like the bone kind of even sticks out. Right?
You can also feel your neck too. Like here, it's like okay, soft, and then if I'm going like this, and if I'm breathing really tight, that's why it's important how you breathe as well. Like if you breathe like deeply, you'll feel your neck. It's not as tight here. But if I'm like,
if it's shallow breathing,
it's like shallow breathing. It's tight. It's tight here, and then like if somebody's giving you a massage, it's hard. So that's another way of just checking when you're singing is like feel your neck right here and right here, and then just like underneath your jaw.
Now, we're covering breath technique at a very early stage. It's because breath is actually very important, right? Whether you're singing and then you run out of breath, or you're just not using it properly and everything is just all tensed up.
Yeah.
Right? So how would you suggest, our folks out there who's listening to sort of practice every day? So besides vocal exercises, is there like breath control, breath techniques to practice every day that we can do? One to help sort of prolong that breath control and maybe over time, I've gained even more breath, right?
Yeah.
And also the skill of being able to use that breath in a relaxed format.
Yeah. Well, I think the one that we just did earlier on this episode, just literally just breathing through your nose and just being very conscious of what's happening in your body, like breathing in and just breathe out and just be really relaxed as you do that, and just being like, if you're not like used to that, then like just sitting still and just being conscious of that one. I wouldn't recommend doing that while you're driving. You want to do it concentrated, but yeah, like so as you're doing that, just checking your neck and your jaw and just making sure that you're breathing through your nose, and now, because like I think sometimes we don't even notice that maybe we are breathing through our mouth, right?
Yeah, maybe our
like your
regular
natural
breathing is already very shallow.
Yeah, it's very shallow, and so just slowing
rapid
down
and shallow.
Yeah,
right?
rapid and shallow, and so just very simple, like that one exercise, or those 2 exercises that we did, just breathing in through your nose and then exhaling with that S, and then same thing, breathing in through your nose very slowly, and then just sustaining the note with an will definitely help.
Okay.
Yeah, and just kind of being aware and putting your hand on your tummy and checking.
Yeah.
For
so it's kind of a fun thing. Like if I did that every morning, let's just say, and I time myself, and then over time, maybe like I find myself, from 30 seconds now I'm on to like 32 and then 35. It's kind of encouraging.
Yeah,
so it's kind of something to work on every day.
Yeah,
okay.
And then you can jump in the pool and see how long you can hold your breath for.
That's if I can swim. I can't swim. No.
Okay, don't swim if you can't swim.
All right, so practice. And this last one here is the dynamic crescendo.
Yes.
How does it work?
Alrighty. Okay, so you definitely need breath support for this one, and you'll probably run out in a bit, but we'll just use the same vowel A, and we'll do the same thing. We'll breathe in through our nose, and we're going to start off soft first.
Okay.
And then we're going to gradually get louder.
Okay.
As loud as you can.
Ooh, as loud as I can.
Yeah. Okay,
Not yelling though. Not yelling.
Well, I mean, chest voice, as loud as you can without without screaming and wrecking your voice.
Okay.
So let us breathe through our noses.
Okay.
And start soft. That's as loud as I can go. But yeah,
that was fun.
So that'll help with just learning how to. You'll notice that you have to use more breath.
I was just gonna say
to get louder.
So this will end up being my shorter version of the because I feel like as soon as I started pushing the sound louder, I'm using more breath.
Yeah, you'll run out of breath more, and then you can also do a longer exercise where you're like. Just go loud and then soft and loud and then soft. So that's you're using your breath to push out the sound louder and then make it go quieter without changing your mouth position. So you can just try those exercises and play around with your voice and play around with your breath and see how it goes.
And then time yourself every day and see
yourself.
if you can beat your own record daily.
Yes.
This is fun. I'm going to do that. No, seriously, I will. I'm going to do that every day.
Cool.
To wrap up, we'd like to remind you that like any muscle, your diaphragm gets stronger, the amount of breath made available to you increases with practice. Even 5 minutes a day of these exercises will make a noticeable difference. Thanks for joining me on episode 2 of Vocals for Media Missions. Next time, we'll go through a vocal routine, which is super important before any singing performance. It's a quick routine that can help protect your voice and set you up for ongoing maintenance and improvement. That's all for now. Until next time, keep practicing, keep on singing, and keep carrying the mission forward. Thanks for joining me on The Creative Missionary. If today's episode inspired you, please subscribe for more and share it with a fellow creative in your church or network who needs a reminder that their creative gifts matter and that creativity is for a purpose far greater than just self-expression. It's for God's mission. That's all for now. Keep creating, keep serving, and keep carrying the mission forward.